showtime.
He called it the Nocturne Wanderer.
It feeds off of blood and liquids, like a vampire or a leech.
Jack, hey, Jeff in Vegas, how are you?
Hey, I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Where are you at? I'm in Vegas. Where are you at?
I'm currently in North London.
Really?
And the weather's nice for some reason. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's nice here too. We're not 115 degrees. Today we're like maybe 95, 98. So.
Oh, wow.
Well, thanks for so much talking to me today about your new thriller, Shortcut.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. It's a good film. It's roughly about 5 kids who get stuck on a bus and they just kind of grow their friendship and figure out how to fight the monsters outside.
Well, it's a lunar field trip that goes wrong because the driver takes a shortcut. He just
Absolutely. Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, we'd have no movie, right? No shortcut, no movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what I love about it, it's got everyone represented in the teen world. You got the nerd, the jock, the rebel, the fat kid, the popular girl. It's like everyone is represented. How did you get along with the cast? Were there any kind of cliques or different personalities or?
Not really. No cliques at all. Everyone got along so well. It was kind of strange, really. It was the first time in my life that I'd felt older than some people, because I've always been kind of like the young one of the group, like the kind of idiot. But then, because they were quite a bit younger than me, they were teaching me things that I didn't know about my phone, and I was like, oh my God, I'm getting old. Like, what's actually happening? But no, by the end of it, I'd resorted to my 14-year-old self, laughing at farts and all sorts. But it was a blast. Everyone was so nice.
And what I love was what was the serial killer called the Tongue Eater, and he was a distraction because for what was really to come, which I really thought was cool. I thought, oh, this is about a serial killer, on going to demand ransom or do something with these teenagers, and all of a sudden it just takes a 180.
Yeah. No, I like that about the script. It definitely throws you off the scent and kind of adds a different tone to the film. Yeah.
And who was the actor who played the Tongue Eater? He reminded me of an English Alice Cooper.
Yeah, so he was Pedro Minghella. He's a great actor. His name was David Keyes, and he's been in a lot of stuff. He's in Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, was his most notable credit, and he's a fantastic guy. It was lovely, actually, because we all spent so much time stuck on that bus, having kind of actors that would come in that weren't there for the whole shoot was such a breath of fresh air, and they'd sit and they'd just tell us stories, and we just listened because it was such a nice break from just our stupid young selves. Yeah.
So the movie was really shot on a bus, or was that movie trickery? Was it a set, or were you stuck on a real English bus?
Yeah, no trickery whatsoever. It wasn't an English bus, it was an Italian bus, owned by a guy called Franco, I believe, who was so funny. Didn't speak a word of English, but knew all of our characters' names and would just kind of whisper them to us every now and again. Very weird. But no camera tricks whatsoever. Yeah, we were just literally stuck on the bus. We'd wake up at 5, 6 a.m., get on the bus, and then we'd finish at 8, and we'd just go back. It was the longest journey of my life, 3 weeks on a bus.
I was to say, were there times where you like getting claustrophobia, like, look, I need a break, or?
Weirdly, no. No, if you'd have asked me beforehand if I was worried about that, I would have said, yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to need to get off the bus kind of every couple of hours just to get a bit of, stretch your legs and get some fresh air. But weirdly, no, you didn't even think about it. I think because the filming was so fast paced, because we had a lot to do, and we were only filming over about a month and a half, that you just kind of didn't really get that chance to realize that you'd okay, I need a quick break. It was very fast paced.
And this was an Italian production, right? Tell me about shooting in Italy and the cultural differences, and how did that work out with the crew? And
yeah, it was lovely, really. So the locations especially were amazing in Italy, and I'm part Italian, I'm half Italian, so going over there, because I'd never really spent time in Italy, it was so gorgeous. We were filming in a place called Narni, which is where they actually based a lot of the Narnia scripts off of, like the setting wise, and so as you can imagine, it was just stunning. Italy, yeah, it was strange working with mostly foreign crew that didn't speak much English. There was some of them that didn't speak any English whatsoever. And the director, Alessio, spoke very good English, but there was points where he'd be saying something so passionately, and he was almost getting stuck with the English language, like there wasn't enough words to describe the amazing things that. So he'd direct us in Italian, and then there was an amazing translator who would kind of tell us what he was saying in a very less excited tone, because I think there isn't as much passion in the English language as there is in Italian. But yeah, no, it definitely added an element of just excitement and new experience. And yeah, I'd love to work with someone like Alessio again. Yeah.
Well, the first half of the movie takes place on the bus, and the second half takes place in these underground train tunnels or something. Where do they shoot those scenes? Those were so magnificent. It looked like they were ruins of, from World War II or something.
Well, you're absolutely right. They were. It was a World War II base that we were filming at. I think it was a German base actually, and I don't know if I don't know if they'd used them for filming before, or if they'd literally been desolate since the day World War II ended, because the dust in that place was so thick. And we were having to do scenes where we were running down the tunnels, like you can see. And God bless the people who were running behind me, because I was kicking up so much soot. I mean, you'd blow your nose at the end of the day. It looked like a coal mine in the tissue. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant down there. Very eerie place.
Well, the creature in the movie, I love the name, the Nocturne Wanderer. And for an actor, most monsters are CGI, but is it great for an actor to react? Because it looked like it was a physical creature. They actually did some really cool makeup.
Yeah, it was great. And I think Alessio did an amazing thing where he didn't show us what the monster's makeup looked like until one of the takes where we actually were supposed to see it for the first time. And I didn't realize how amazing special effects could be, but I was this close to the thing, and you could not, it looked like it looked like it was real. It was nuts. But also we've got some hilarious photos of it with just its head on and like an Adidas tracksuit having like a fag break. It's really funny. Yeah.
And finally today, tell me about the riddle in the movie. I just think it seemed like, was it difficult to memorize that or try to figure that out? Because I thought that was a really intriguing part of the movie.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm still not entirely sure what the riddle, how it works. It is a very long riddle.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm sitting there I kept playing it back, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. But I think the answer in the end was courage, right? Was that
Yeah, that's what I wrote down. Courage was the answer, but I don't know what the riddle was. So.
Yeah, neither do I, to be honest. It's quite a long riddle. But yeah, no, I think that was quite a nice choice, because we don't want the audience to get it until they're told, I suppose.
Well, Jack, congratulations on a great thriller, and thank you for talking to me. And I can't wait to come back to London. So you come visit me in Las Vegas, and I'll go to London.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jeffrey.
All right, take care, buddy.